Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea, one that's right at the heart of personal growth. It's all about the incredible strength we can find, not by always looking to others for help, but by first just looking within ourselves.
So think about it for a second. When life throws a really tough challenge your way, what's your first instinct? For a lot of us, it's to look for help, right? To ask someone else to lend a hand. And hey, that's a completely normal, totally human response.
Okay, but this is where it gets a little tricky, because asking for help, it isn't always a simple, positive thing. It can actually be a bit of a double-edged sword. Let's dig into why that is.
Now, let's be super clear. When you're facing a huge obstacle, a truly massive task, reaching out for support is not only natural, it's absolutely the right thing to do. It's how we get through the biggest hurdles life throws at us.
But here's the big question. What happens when that instinct to ask for help isn't just for the big stuff anymore? What happens when it becomes our go-to response for, well, for everything, for every little problem, big or small?
So this is the real heart of the matter, the difference between the two. Appropriate help is like a lifeline when you're facing something huge. But excessive help, asking for it with every tiny issue, that creates a really dangerous dependency. One builds you up, and the other, well, it can slowly tear you down. And that pattern, that habit of always asking for help, it leads us right into what you could call the trap of dependence. This is where we start to see the real cost of relying too much on others.
So what's the first big problem? Well, we put a ceiling on our own growth. Think about it. If we never really push ourselves, our own skills and our true potential just don't get a chance to expand. We basically stop our own development right in its tracks.
And it's not just about what you could be, it's about what you are right now. Your inner strength, the very power you have to face the world, it never gets a workout. It's like a muscle that you never use. It can't get stronger, and eventually it just starts to get weaker.
And over time, this whole thing just becomes second nature. Asking for help isn't even a choice anymore. It's just an automatic reflex. It becomes a deep-seated part of who you are, a habit that is incredibly hard to break.
But there is a powerful way to fight this, and it's the core idea we're talking about today, embracing the incredible power of self-reliance. This is a massive shift in how we think. Before you look outside for an answer, you look inside. The real challenge is to just make that first honest attempt to handle things on your own. It sounds so simple, but it has huge implications for your life. You can really boil this whole idea down into two simple, easy-to-follow rules. Rule number 1, no matter what it is, you always try first yourself. And rule number 2, you only ask for help as the absolute last resort, after you've tried everything you possibly can. And listen, this isn't just a philosophy for life's big, dramatic moments. No way. This is a universal principle that you can apply to literally everything, from a major crisis to a small, annoying problem. The approach is exactly the same.
So, what happens when you actually start living like this? What's the payoff? Well, this is where you start to see the incredible rewards, the true growth of who you are.
So what do you get for trying first? You learn so much more. Your personality starts to shine. Your personal strength grows. Your skills increase. And maybe most importantly of all, this deep, real sense of self-confidence just wakes up inside you.
The source we're pulling from wraps this idea up in such a beautiful way. It says that when you become truly self-reliant, you don't just feel more capable, you find this profound sense of inner peace and joy. It's a feeling that just makes your heart sing. So, let's bring this into the real world. I want to leave you with this one final thought. Just look at your day, your week ahead. What is the very next challenge, whether it's big or small, that you're going to commit to tackling all by yourself first?